Hey guys, I'm here. I played the Gwent beta on PC for like 3 or 4 hours 2-3 months ago or something. And the problem was the free-to-play part was really terrible. And I was playing Shadowverse at the time, so... Shadowverse's free-to-play systems are like, basically give you 100 free packs every couple of months for no reason. So, much better than both Hearthstone and Gwent to this point. But Gwent was even worse than Hearthstone. Hearthstone, if you started way at the beginning, then the free-to-play works. And it doesn't work for anybody else. But apparently they made it better. We'll see. But since this is on PS4, I assume A, the players will be a lot worse, and B, less of them will pay money. So we might not get completely obliterated by the pay-to-win action. I guess background on me as far as card games go, I was a top 100 Hearthstone arena player before Goblins and Gnomes, basically. Goblins versus Gnomes. And I'm still pretty good, I still have like 17,000 gold or something. In Shadowverse I was top 100 arena the first month that I played it. And I could be top 100 again. I have a really good win rate in that game, like 84% or something in arena, which is totally insane. But you have to play a lot. But the leaderboards in Shadowverse are permanent, so I can boot up the game and prove it to anybody, except it's on PC, so I don't have a streaming setup for it. But whenever I stream Shadowverse and get a PC in the future, I can prove that instantly. I was like the 50th best player for that month. Amazing. Alright, let's see how the tutorial action goes. So they were too lazy to patch the tutorial cards, apparently.
Before you start making any reckless wagers, perhaps I should refresh you on the rules? We've had a few changes lately.
Yeah.
I can't really tell if that's Ciri's voice or not.
Fine.
It's obviously Geralt. Gather more total strength.
Losing already?
I'm pretty good at...
Don't get excited. I've some powerful surprises for later.
At Gwent in The Witcher 3, but in this game it's all combos, basically.
Yes, easier to explain this way.
The good net decks back when I played the beta was like play like 70 buffs on these 2 cards that you play in the siege line, and then they have like 400 strength or something, and it's completely impossible to win unless you can blow them up.
I shall go first.
I'm sure this tutorial's very basic. I don't even remember if there was a tutorial, come to think of it.
Now you. Play a card. Any card.
But I don't think there's any combos here, so it's just...
Yeah, feels familiar. I'm winning.
We did it. I pressed X a couple times. Glorious victory.
Not bad to start. Now on to more advanced concepts.
I didn't realize this was on PS4.
You can swap them out. Know what? This time, swap out your special cards. I shall tell you about them later.
Oh, it's automating which ones I pick, so I can't talk about this, really.
Start by playing a powerful card. Perhaps... oh, this one?
Gotta admit, they made me look pretty good.
Now, watch this.
And I guess I should start reading this. Many cards have special abilities, for example, the card Ciri is about to lay out will play another instance of itself from her deck.
Hey, why didn't my card have an ability?
Smarting on
Arrakis, okay.
Then play this and see what happens.
This is basically the monster ability from regular Gwent. I'm pretty sure that every deck has access to some cards that do it now, though.
The North, to marry.
The way damage works is it's like direct damage to a unit and then the unit's health is reduced, a la Hearthstone. In proper The Witcher 3, it's just like Scorch and it blows up everything, which is kind of a simplified version, but because it damages it, that sets up a whole bunch of other shit, like there's cards that they only work well if they're already damaged and stuff like that. Oh, I can pick cards now.
Brace yourself. I dare say this'll be painful.
Scorch still can't hit gold cards, apparently.
The gold frames are the best.
I'd pass if I were you. You've a solid lead. I'll need to play quite a few cards to catch up. Remember what Uncle Vesemir used to say? About losing a battle to win the war?
Alright, so the same concept from proper Gwent is here, where you want to hold on to cards and try to win around with as few cards as possible, so you have more cards than the opponent for the later rounds. It's probably the most interesting part of the game. In a multiplayer context.
How about that? Seems I've gained the upper hand.
But if people net deck enough, it won't actually change it that much. What is this card? Sheila. This redraw feature didn't exist when I played the game, so I think that's new. Okay, it's just damage. What else do we get? Boost the unit to the left by 2. I'm assuming boost is just increased damage. The font is really small even on a TV. So can't imagine what this would be like on a small TV, a small computer screen monitor. Bond. It doesn't say bond anywhere on the card though, so how am I supposed to know it has bond? No idea.
Long live, etc., etc.
Yeah, played a wyvern, did damage to me. Don't know what that is.
Best give up now!
You know, you really should pass now. You'll win no matter what.
Nice of Syria to tell us how to
Final
win.
round, ready? We've each won once, so whoever wins this round wins the game, the battle, the day.
Alright, there's no leader abilities as far as I know. That was a huge aspect of Gwent in The Witcher 3. But there's no leaders anymore. It's just all cards. A card to redraw. Done banner again? Sure. Oh, it says bond. Okay. So maybe the effect of the card is only triggered.
Death to the enemy!
If you can have the same card played.
Nice mess you've got here.
So the reason why this boosts the other card is because of bond. Got it. Which means this card is trash. Which shouldn't be too surprising, it's a tutorial card after all.
Fine, you win. Congrats.
I won the tutorial, I did it. Champion. Is that the last one? Is there gonna be another tutorial?
You shall die, worm.
You want peace? Fight for it.
You do best to swap.
Hey, not allowed to peek at my cards.
Okay, so I don't know my deck, so I don't know what I would want to toss realistically. It doesn't let me or it doesn't define what the card does. I assume this is like a weather clearing ability, but it also has another function. And we learned that the 8s are just better than the infantry that boost by 2. So I don't know what I would want to redraw realistically. Let's just try one of these. Okay, we know this card sucks. Okay, so decoy is just a buff now, but it might be useful for some other reason. It's not just a return like it was in the proper game.
We're almost done. I've one last thing to show you. Play this card and you shall see.
Long live, etc., etc.
Any last words?
See that? That, dear Geralt, was a leader card in action. Go on, your turn. Let
Oh,
your
okay, there are
leader
other
lead.
abilities. So, I lied. My apologies. I think I actually remember there being later abilities, now that I think about it. Spawn Hounsult, spawn a base copy of a bronze ally on its row. So this is going to give me another cavalry unit, I assume.
You want peace? Fight for it.
Now what?
Hounsult was a great character in
Oh,
The Witcher
button
2.
up. Weather's about to turn. This weather card will... Yet the weather can be fickle. Catch. Play this. See what happens. Just don't expect me to give you one every time.
Okay, so you can use it to thin out your deck instead.
Here,
It's interesting.
play this too.
Right. Think I got the hang of this.
Is that so? Then prove it. Pass and we can begin. All right, let's play a real match. No hints, no handicaps.
Yeah, we know this card is trash. Don't know about decoy.
Long live, etc.
I guess we could do the same thing. Why did this get a buff? Okay, triggered because I was winning the round when it was played. There are a lot of special effects in this game, so... And I never saw that one before. It won't let me play Henselt, I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay.
Aye, aye, sir.
No ability, okay. Just... They like animated in unison, so I was scared something would happen. It's weather. Okay, I think weather does like a perpetual damage over time. So if I left it there, it would gradually kill the ballistas, but because I cleared it, it didn't. But their strength is still shitty as a result, so it's not just reduce all things to 1 or whatever it was in the base game. Why can't I use the leader ability? No clue.
Finally.
Oh, I guess because this counts as still the same game, I should say. Oh, I could recall the
Finally.
the ballista and it would heal it and reuse its battle cry. So I probably should have done that, but whatever.
The north, to marry.
I think you could win this just by pressing X the entire time. Okay, glorious victory.
Well played. Who knows, you may indeed have the makings of a Gwent professional.
Okay, isn't that keg 100 ore? I think so. Oh, okay. So all this shit wasn't here when I played the beta. It was just straight up play against other players. But since we got all this stuff, we can learn how the different leaders work and so forth. Or I could just go play against other people. But that's probably not a smart thing to do. Alright, so is the keg still 100 ore is the question? Yes, okay.
20 cards, lots, all kinds.
So the problem with...
Okay,
peace out. The problem with The Witcher's system is basically it incentivizes quitting. Because every time you play a match, you get like this option to vote for the other player or some shit. And then if you vote for each other, you both get like 5 scraps. So the free-to-play method in the early beta was just lose over and over and over. And then you'll eventually get enough stuff to compete, maybe. And then, even though it's a closed... It's a beta for a random game. So... And I guess this was kind of a thing in Hearthstone too. But at least like half the people in Hearthstone originally in the beta did actually play it free-to-play. But with Gwent, people were just like, oh, I'm in this beta. I might as well give the company like $500 just for putting me in this beta. So they had every single card in the game. And most people that play card games are kind of lunatics when it comes to how much money they're willing to spend on them. This is because Magic in real life costs hundreds if not thousands of dollars to play. But with good games like Shadowverse, you don't have to spend anything. You could still have top tier viable decks. All you gotta do is log in every day and stuff like that. You barely even have to play the game to have enough stuff. But with Hearthstone, and probably more so with Gwent, basically good luck if you're gonna try to play it free to play, which I will for today. But we'll see. Maybe they improve the systems, who knows? Let's see what the rewards for the challenges are and so forth. What the hell just happened? I don't know. Oh, I see. It lists the rewards below each thing. Okay, if I mash X, can I get through this quickly? Okay, are these actually my cards or no? I don't know. Okay, Biting Frost is melee weather card if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we did it? Yes. Glorious victory. That was tough. I guess I can actually go look at the decks and explain a little bit. I don't know if it's easy or hard to build a deck in Gwent. In Hearthstone, it's pretty easy to make a good deck, even if you're not a net decking scumbag. In Shadowverse, it's very, very difficult to make an optimal deck. In fact, I think most tournament decks are not optimal. because there's 40 cards in a deck and 3 duplicates, it's a lot harder to figure out what is the best possible thing. Okay, I think I want to look at monsters because that's the deck that I actually played. I'm assuming this deck will be similar to what it was in the first game. Or not first game, but... maybe it isn't. Yeah, so in the beta they gave you a card that would spawn itself and another card that worked specifically with that kind of card that buffed it. But these cards are definitely way different than the beta deck. Other than this card, I think Wild Hunt Warriors, these cards were still in that deck. But I think every other card in here is different. And they give you more than 1 gold. The only gold they gave you early in the beta was Geralt. But it looks like they actually give you 4, so maybe your decks aren't total trash to start with. Who knows? I have to work at an hour and 15 minutes. Let's see if we can get through all these challenges by then. Oh, I get a keg for watching the shop tutorial.
Human in shop, soup in shop. Po-po-po-pokey rock, po-po-pokey rock.
Alright, so the thing with Hearthstone, or with Gwent, is you get 4 cards, and then I think the one that's the highest rarity, you get to re-roll and pick if you want a different card. In Hearthstone you get 5 cards, in Shadowverse you get 8 cards, and you just get more packs in general in Shadowverse.
Nice. Ah. More.
Oh, you get 5 cards, and then you get to pick one. Interesting. I don't think this was how it worked exactly last time I played. Alright, Demeridium Shackles is always worth selling to the vendor. I don't know what the hell reveal is. It doesn't define the things on this page. I at least have some idea what that card does though. I wonder if that pack is always a piece of shit. Because we got 5 bronze cards there. Same concept as all the other online card games. You can disenchant cards, as it were, and then make new ones from the materials. I don't know why there's 4 currencies, there used to only be 2. I think one of them is packs, so I understand that one. I don't know what the other one is. Okay, so they give you dust and then they force you to craft a card that you probably don't want. Oh, now you get more crap. Okay, thank you. Alrighty. Radovid the Stern, 5th of his name, King of Redania. He likes playing chess. Was a polarizing figure. Yeah, so both of these characters are deceased. Some consider him a brilliant strategist, a superb general. Others a bloodthirsty, paranoid madman. The truth lay, as the truth is wont to do, somewhere in the middle. They don't really explain the military actions in The Witcher. they put you in at the ground level and they give you a really good feel for maybe how the troops are, but you never really get a strategic sense of what's going on, other than Nilfgaard has a much bigger army than everybody else. But having a bigger army doesn't make you a better general, it just means you win by default, more or less. So we have no idea if the Nilfgaardians were the best. Though we know Radovid is working with fewer resources, theoretically, so ostensibly he would be the better general for forcing a stalemate or something. King Henselt stumbled ungainly on the dance floor and tripped over his tongue at courtly salons. On the battlefield, however, he moved as deftly as a fish in water. He knew all his infantrymen by name and could recite the range of each and every catapult to the inch. Well, you got to hang out in Henselt's camp, or like his military base in The Witcher 2, so he was Captain Military focused. But again, no idea if he's a good strategist or not. No real way to tell. Oh, you just pick a deck, I see. So is this going to be tutorialized, or will it let me play? Without having constant text boxes? Lock 2 enemies to damage them by 4. I don't know what lock is. Okay, looks like it's just gonna let me play. So this card is really good. That's probably worth keeping. Apply frost to a row. Okay. Every weather effect is not the same in this game either. So this one is a damage over time. I think it does burst damage right when you play it as well, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I don't know what's in the deck. That's a bit of an issue. An enemy and copy its power. You need a really good power for this to be good, so let's toss it. Sure. Oh, well that kind of defeats the purpose of having Biting Frost. Why would you put Biting Frost in the deck if you had this thing that does it 2 in 1, basically? That automatically summons the weather effect. This is a good card. And that's a pretty good card. Okay, this is good if Frost is on the board, otherwise it's just a 5 attack, which isn't that great. This is good if you're behind, so you have to intentionally play slow for this to work. I guess weather's not necessarily going to be that useful. Alright, we got Geralt, how nice. Okay. The Brave effect triggers after the battle cry phase, as it were. So if I played this, it only has 6 attack. The other guy has 5, so I would not get the bonus 4 attack. I don't think I have any way to not have more attack than him, though. Alas. Let's try this thing. Okay, all the Wild Hunt cards are in my hand, apparently. That's why this didn't trigger. But because it didn't trigger, I get benefit from this buff now. Might as well play this. So, oh, okay. So Biting Frost in the Witcher game is just for melee units, but apparently you can apply it to any row. I'm pretty sure that's not how it was back when I played the beta. But either way. He played a 0 power, it Disables a card abilities. Disables and reveals ambushes. Okay. So that theoretically debuffed the Short's ability, maybe? And it also does damage. No, it definitely didn't debuff it. Unless the damage occurs before the lock. So, I don't really know what happened there.
Tomfoolery! Enough!
His whole hand is frost stuff. Pretty weird.
Awaiting your orders.
Death comes for you.
Oh, I might have overcommitted actually. So this main thing with Gwent is don't play too many cards or you might lose. Okay, we gotta redraw again. I feel like Doo-Doo is a really good junk card to play. If we want to lose this round intentionally, basically, then we would want to play Doo-Doo. Royal Decree, play a gold card from your deck, shuffles the others back. Do I have a gold card remaining in the deck? Can I look at the deck? That would be nice. I feel like there are 4 gold cards in the deck, but it seems like this is a gold card. So, this is total trash right now because all of them are already in my hand. Okay. But we can play it, and it does nothing, but it makes the opponent do something. So that's good. Two armor to adjacent units, okay. I'll play Triss, why not? I'll nuke this.
Awaiting your orders.
If I must.
Copy its power. Is power just the upper left thing? Maybe. No idea. Alright. Spawn is add to the game. Okay. So, add to the game means it doesn't have to be in the deck, so this is guaranteed to get value. It might be random though. Alright, why not? He can be played in any row, so it would seem.
Any lost words?
Okay, I'm assuming that this battle cry will trigger. Yes, okay. Which is standard in The Witcher. When you revive something or like pull it from, well, if you spawn it on the board, it will automatically trigger the battle cry in most situations. Whereas in Hearthstone, summon effects don't trigger battle cries. Okay, now we want to pass, so that he's down a card.
Trident!
Now both of us get one more card. This is a terrible card to get. But that's better. No, that was probably a waste of that card. Come to think of it. This is gonna trigger Frost on the opposing
Any
line,
last words?
isn't it? Oh, maybe you need a Biting Frost in the deck for this to work, which is why you would put Biting Frost in the deck. Yes, that is what it does. Okay, good to know.
Who told you to fight like this?
I hate portals.
Strength in numbers. Okay. I'm kind of curious what the chest is. Alright, let's pick a different deck every time. Why not? Are there more factions? No, there's just two different Northern Realm decks. There's 5 factions in total. So the reason why this guy's a hero power gives you damage it by 1 is because Skellige benefits from damage units and can like summon more copies of them and stuff like that. Kind of like a warrior. And they also have whirlwind effects that hit basically everything on the board for 1 damage. Mulligan 3 cards, that's actually probably pretty useful. Alright, let's go left to right.
I've had men killed for less.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
That's definitely not Tywin Lannister. Charles Dance, I believe is his name. Too expensive for Gwent, I take it. I guess I should have looked at the deck beforehand. Alright, so this is an automatic gold draw. It's a pretty good card to just play randomly at the start of the game to cycle. I have no idea who this is lore-wise. If Nilgard, trigger leader's deploy ability. Leader's deploy ability. Curious. I guess every deck has doo-doo in it. Card draw is good, so I'm not gonna get rid of those. Deploy toggle units resilience. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Okay, Scorch is good. It's a silver card. Reset a unit. Does that just mean set it to base attributes? Probably. Well, let's count how many keycards there are. We got boost, deploy, reset, ally, strengthen, enemy, weaken. That's 7. Destroy, that's 8. Highest, that's 9. Draw, that's 10. Damage boosted is 12. Spawn is 13. Okay. Leader is kind of 14. So that's 13 keywords, and this is just random cards. It seems like a lot of noise, but basically it just means that the game will be difficult to play optimally because there's so much shit going on. If it was boosted, damage it by 5. That seems pretty good. I have no idea what a cow carcass is, so let's just get rid of that for now. And we're gonna lead with the gold card, gold draw card. Okay, Triss is in Geralt. I think generally speaking Triss is better than Geralt. Oh, you have to play it after you draw it.
I will not let this become a second saga.
She's certainly better right now.
Tomfoolery! Enough!
And now we just play card draw. Oh, okay, it's a spy.
Shame I have no time.
I understand what spies are. Oh, you have to play the card that you draw. So it's harder to hoard cards in this game. Which is fine because that would be kind of game breaking if you could.
Order!
Okay, we could definitely nuke this if we want at any point.
Please
Just play
wait,
another
Your
spy.
Excellency. I'm falling behind.
I don't know what a shield is. Let's figure out what the red-end cow is. Cow carcass. Turn and destroy the lowest units on the row, then banish this unit. Lowest. Okay, so it's gonna kill both the spies. And maybe the other card as well, I think that's also it too.
I've had men killed for less.
Oh, it has a timer, okay. Like a countdown amulet in Shadowverse, basically. Death sentence, I guess, would be the closest. Oh no, wait, there's a card that banishes all 2 health or less minions. I don't know what it's called. In Shadowverse, so this is kind of the same concept. Except it's just lowest attack. Vicovaro. There once was made from Vicovaro. I can't remember the rest of that rhyme, it's pretty funny though. Resurrect from your opponent's graveyard, that seems really good. Okay, we're not gonna use that now, but eventually. This should work on Vesemir. Okay, it does copy the strength. My inclination with power is that it's the text, but that was wrong. So the cow went off and killed 3 units. We're still even on cards, though. Okay, if this works on Triss, it could be really good. I don't think it will, though. Do I want one of these cards again? Well, the cow worked pretty well. I wouldn't mind having the cow back. And the Arbalist is good too, but we don't really need it right now. Let's do it. Okay, leaders can be placed where they want.
Virtue I am known to have.
Order!
Oh, that was stupid. I didn't know what armor was, but it should be obvious. So the number below the upper left portion of the card is armor. Apparently that eats damage, so you don't want to shoot things that have armor. What a concept. Okay, let's do cow again. If he doesn't summon a shitty melee unit, then that'll knock out these 2. He's got 1 more turn to do it. Do we want to recall the cow again?
I am no Nilfgaardian.
Yeah, give me that cow. Oh, it forces you to play 2 cards, so that's not very good. How about another cow? I think the opponent's just gonna pass at some point here. What? What just happened? Oh, the cow killed itself. Damn it. Okay, note to self. Don't play 2 cows. Can I summon a cow? I cannot summon a cow. I could summon another spy. Which is probably fine.
A shame I have no time.
Oh, and now we can summon another spy.
Mashed potatoes with thick gravy.
I don't want to
Shield
die.
protects the unit from the next power reducing effect. Okay. Kind of like armor, but not exactly. Yeah, this guy just never doesn't want to concede at all. What a douchebag.
I strive above all to be just.
This might be a mistake, but I'll give it a shot. So what that did was debuff him twice. Because it was already buffed by something else, I think. This was, Swallow Potion was on it. So it put it back to 6 and then -3 after that, because it was an enemy. So it's basically a silence effect. Nilfgaard seems like a pretty good deck. Alright, well we get to figure out what resilience is. Toggle a unit's resilience. Does it cause resilience? What the hell? No idea. We're probably screwed with this hand.
Let's get this over with.
I'm pretty sure I can buff Geralt though. No, I can't. Okay. You used to be able to do stuff with gold cards, but maybe they changed that at some point. And this won't work because it's gold. So we're doomed. Okay.
Barbarians.
I'm gonna try to win this round, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright, Scorch is symmetrical, so... or not really symmetrical, whatever it is. I can't buff first, I have to play Scorch first. Even though it might be slightly smarter to play it the other way. So he needs a card that gives him 13 damage. Didn't happen, we won. Okay, close one. Nilfgaard seems good, but somewhat difficult to play. I'd have to... and probably hard to make a good deck as well. I'd have to think about it. Alright, so it used to be you get leader cards from packs. So your hero power would change depending on how many packs you bought. But I guess they just give them to you now through this method. Alright, let's try Skellige. And this should be the enrage function like Raging Worgen. Where you damage the unit and then it does something else. As the main trait of Skellige.
Do not test my patience.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
Alright, resurrects are good. I might not need 2 of them though. Toggle a unit's lock. Cleaver was one of the crime bosses in Novigrad. Or not Novigrad. Maybe it is Novigrad. The big city in The Witcher 3. Toggle a unit's lock. The way it says toggle implies that the lock has to exist already, but what it means is lock the opponent unit. The opposing unit. Driss is good, Scorch is good. Don't know if I want 2 revives. These are like enrage triggerers, but I don't have any enrage effects other than this guy. Oh, okay, that guy I probably should have kept. That was an error. Okay, draw 2, discard 2. I'm assuming if we wait until this is the last card we play, we automatically get 2 cards and don't have to discard. So we just sit on this till the last possible turn. That's fine.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Sure, no problem.
I have a plan, but it won't work, so gotta come up with a new plan.
You've got the heart of an outfit.
Okay.
To the dungeon with him.
Oh, plan might actually work now. It should work. Oh, this thing has 5 attack, so it only kind of works. Probably still worth dying.
Awaiting your orders.
Ah, son of a bitch. What a bastard. I think it can't damage the same unit. It has to be 3 different units. What does lock do again? Okay, disables abilities, so it would turn off his armor. It's not really that useful.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, that's not gonna work, great. Can I go back? Or am I stuck playing it now? No, you can't. Can't recall after you press X. Oh, this is gonna work actually.
To arms!
Okay, now it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, we're not gonna get a good Scorch no matter what I do. What is effort? Okay, so this guy cripples himself if I use his ability, so it's not worth using most of the time. We're probably not doomed here, I just have to think of how I want to win the round. I think I'm just gonna pass. Cause it's already kinda snowballing. What is that? Apply rain to a row. Damage the lowest units on the row by 2. Okay. Weather effects seem really good, so why not? What's this thing do? 5 adjacent units by 4? Okay. Wherever they are, huh? So, got some Cthulhu abilities. You can see this card is lit up in his hand. I'm assuming that means it got boosted by 1. So that means there's 1... Oh no, this is like the selection cursor. Okay. I was thinking it was like the Grime Street Informant effect, but no. Grimy Goons.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Still locked, huh? But strength is still really high.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Come to Pappy! By the rates of Morhog!
It's possible I overcommitted, but I think we're still on roughly even footing. Same number of cards on either side. I feel like I'm just never gonna have enough cards for Commander Sword to be worth it. Okay, decoy's fine. I don't have anything to play. I can't play this because I want to play it later. Oh, I could still play Cleaver. It won't be as useful, but it'll still work. Oh. Okay. I kinda wanna rain, but probably wouldn't work.
I'm a dwarf of business. I don't want to die.
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
I don't want to die.
Sure, be glad to.
What does that carry? Okay. Oh, it's Shani. And she's like operating on somebody. TBR maybe? Animations. So beautiful. Alright, so Scorch would kill my own guy. I don't want to do that. We can Lightning Bomb though. That's probably not worth it either. But I don't want to play Army until later, so we nuke.
For the king!
Alright, so I'm gonna toss Scorch, but I'll draw 2 cards, so I get a 1 card advantage from this.
Gods protect us.
Not as good as if I waited the entire time, but whatever. Oh, you get to pick what cards you discard. Also, my theory was incorrect. You can't just get card advantage because you just discard the cards that you already drew. Good to know. Strength itself by 1, strength by 3 whenever it enters the graveyard. Okay, the Shieldsmith is definitely gonna be better.
For the king!
What does this thing do? Okay, totally trash if the opponent doesn't have armor.
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
Maybe we should have buffed the other guy. We win! Champion. 3 for 3. I probably would have had a much better first impression of Gwent if they just had this mode in when I played, but alas, they did not. Alright, next time it's Henselt. It doesn't explain what his hero power is, but we'll find out just by playing. Alright, we played Monsters, Nilfgaard, we didn't play Northern Realms or Scoia'tael yet. Summon all copies of a bronze ally, and I'm assuming you get to pick which ally. Oh, okay, so this is... You play one card, and then if the other 2 copies of that card are in your deck, you'll get both of those cards out. Which is potentially extremely powerful, and also thins out your deck. Radovit's hero power is also good, so I wouldn't know which one is better by default. You would build your deck around the Henselt card though.
You're one piece. Fight for it. Crush those vermin!
I think that is Henselt's voice actor, I'm not sure if it's Foltest or not. Redanian Elite. Whenever this armor reaches 0, boosts health by 5. You have to rely on somebody else to trigger the effect for it, so it's probably not that great, unless you damage yourself, which you need exactly 3 damage. Okay, Philip is only 1, so even though this effect looks really insane, it's like a chain lightning, it's not quite as good. Okay, I can definitely toss this. Thunderbolt. Good if I have stuff on the board. That's just a good card. Okay. Alright. I know this card is good. Oh, okay. Now I understand the purpose of the other card. This card works with them. Okay, we want to kill this on this round if possible. I don't think I have a damaging effect though. No, you might as well just lead with full Zest, right? Because it boosts everything.
Onward! Attack!
He's like, whatever the shitty legendary, the 6 mana 4/4 shaman card that everybody hates. That's full test. Alright, I'm assuming Dudu's buff doesn't actually work. Okay, he's got the bullshit card too, this thing. That's really annoying. Alright. If we can bait him into making the armor cards, then we can buff ourselves. That could be useful.
I told you so, you idiot!
Awaiting your orders.
Okay, I don't have another different bronze ally in the deck or something? I guess not. I feel like I do though. In fact, I'm almost positive I do. So I have no idea why that ability didn't trigger. Oh. He did what I was talking about.
Battle.
If we chain lightning and it kills the cow, then we don't have to deal with the cow in the following turn. When the cow dies, some other shit spawns. Same thing in the base game. But it'll be random whether it kills the cow or not. I don't have any control over that. That's probably worth doing.
I've no mercy for your kind.
It did kill the cow, okay. I should probably play this just to guarantee that I get the other gold now.
How can I help?
Okay, he might pass now. He did not. I do not know why I have card advantage. Oh, because I use the hero power? But I have 2 card advantage, so it still doesn't make sense. Ah, shit. Okay, so I can only make this guy have 6. That's not necessarily that useful. If we scorch, it nukes myself, but it also nukes his chart. That's not very useful. If I do this, then I get a random card. I guess that's fine. Damage a random enemy by 1, ignoring armor. Okay. Didn't affect. Oh, turn start. Okay. So if I lock this to the board, or whatever it's called, then it would keep doing damage. Oh, it's just gonna keep doing damage anyway. So this is like a Demolisher. 3 mana, 1/4, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Random minion. So we can Thunderbolt the back row, but I think we're gonna win this round anyway. I'm not gonna get any more value out of Thunderbolt though. And now he passes, I assume. Okay, this AI just seems stupid at this point. Oh, fine.
If I must.
Oh, it has to be an enemy. Okay. They're gonna pass. Right. Commander's Horn is trash with no cards in hand. Maybe not trash, but probably not worth it. And the rest of this is pretty good. I guess Cleaver's a neutral card. Makes sense. It's my turn. Okay. Oh, okay. Turn start is not the same thing as if it's on board at the next turn.
Awaiting your orders.
So this card is better than I thought it was. I'm just stupid.
Awaiting your orders.
You want peace? Fight for it.
Okay, so each one of these catapults is gonna do 1 damage to my side of the board every single turn. So what we do is pass. Because we don't want to fuck with that. Oh, my units are armored, so it might not actually go that badly. No, never mind. That should ignore his armor. He did effectively come back, though. Okay.
Interesting.
Why is this... The effect that's on the card is come back at the end of the next turn, but I don't know why the effect is on the card in the first place. Doesn't make any sense to me.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Yeah, so Reaver Scout doesn't work. I don't know why.
I told you so, you idiot.
Best give up now!
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
For Radovid!
You one of us or not?
Okay, I lost because Scorch hits my side of the board, I think. Yeah. I mostly lost because Sheila had that buff for no apparent reason. Otherwise I would have just Scorched it and played the handout normally. Also we had a random 10 power gold at the end. Alright, let's play the last deck. And that really good Hensel play on the second match. While I simultaneously had 2 heavy units on the board, so I couldn't Scorch.
Men of Kedwen, attack!
We do what must be done.
A Hakam Defender. Okay, Resilient means it sticks to the board, so you want it at the start of the game. It might only stick for 1 turn though. It might not like stick for all turns, or all matches. So, if on the first phase I play this, it'll come back for the next one, but might not come for the one after that. Still good to have. Not destroyed, okay. Enemies by 3 and then 1. Okay, I think Commander's Horn is worth it on the first turn.
Wanna put some axe?
Oh, the bitch played a cow.
Everything all right?
What a bitch. So he's gonna have a chort at the start of the next turn. Okay, my guy kept his buff, but because he kept the buff, it buffed his guy as well. I would say since this is the Sakura, I think her name is. I don't remember what her name is exactly. Saskia, that's the one. Who's like a rebel leader of a rogue nation, kind of. It's just like a random free city with dwarves and elves and so on. But she also happens to be a fucking dragon. That's kind of the point of The Witcher 2. Of course, if you let her live at the end of The Witcher 2, she doesn't show up in The Witcher 3 at all. So the fact that there's a fucking dragon that's the king of or a queen of a random like city-state doesn't have any impact on The Witcher 3 at all. It's a cool idea. The Witcher 2, the choices are a lot more interesting in general. Because a lot of them are really world-shaping, but then you play The Witcher 3, they're not actually the world-shaping. But that's hard to actually criticize them for, because it would be very difficult to pull off. Alright, so a lock will not debuff the enemy. It would just disable any later effects it could have. This is good.
Never had your kneecaps broken. I'm a dwarf of business.
Men of Kedwen,
Probably gonna cancel, right?
attack!
Alright, so one of his things is gonna continuously attack for every turn.
To arms!
But I'm gonna buff my own guys so that they're crazy powerful.
Ever had your kneecaps broken?
Oh, that was stupid. Should have hit the, this thing.
To arms!
Mistake.
Oh my.
Why did it go in the middle? I don't know. No idea.
I've no interest in politics.
Okay, I don't know why he has card advantage. Sheila seems pretty good though. Okay, I think we're guaranteed to lose here, so might as well just peace out if that's possible. Hensel's power is too good. Gotta draw a Scorch. Alright, which one of these decks seemed like it was the best? Nilfgaard or Skellige maybe? Try Nilfgaard again.
You want peace? Fight for it.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Ooh, we got two of the shitty cow things. Which I know are quite powerful. We can use the cow to counter his hero ability, so that'd be nice. Decoy is just good. I don't know why I would get rid of it. Okay, let's toss that. Vikavara is really good. But we want spies to synergize with it, so let's try to get one of those. There we go. Okay, I like this hand.
A shame I have no time.
That doesn't do anything. Okay.
Mashed potatoes with thick gravy.
That fucking cow. No more short for the next turn.
Awaiting your orders.
I probably did that wrong. Whatever. I want him to play full test on this turn if at all possible.
Barbarians. Try them!
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
What is it now?
Okay, we got the pro strats here. Gonna lock both of these, so we'll have 16 attack on the next round by default. This ignores armor, but it doesn't ignore the shield ability, which functions similarly to armor, but not exactly the same. Alright, so the main thing I'm doing here is trying to bait him into playing his hero power. Fresh crew triggers this ability when this unit is played adjacent to unit with the crewman ability. That's not confusing at all. Okay. I think I should just nuke something. And I probably should have nuked the short, so that was a mistake. Pretty minor mistake. Okay.
Left gob flopping.
Jerk keeps shooting my stuff.
Barbarians.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Okay, played something good, that's nice. Ah. That's not gonna work. Do I want another engineer? Probably not. Oh, what a douchebag. Well, I guess we got that round for free, technically. Vikavaro is really good. Hand's too good, I'm not gonna redraw anything.
Egreto dum anime est, spes est.
Okay, here comes the bullshit. I don't know if I have any way around it. Oh, I do. Okay. I have to think about the order here. If I play this now and the AI is really smart, then it won't play the hero power. And then I'll only blow up one of his ballistas. That's probably still worth doing though.
You're one piece.
Okay. Yeah, it's not really smart, so don't need to worry about it. It won't hit the gold, even though the gold has 2 health. So, unless he has a siege engine that has more than, or less than 5 attack, his whole row is gonna blow up. We might as well pick up our again.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Don't want to do that. Just take this guy.
Awaiting your orders.
I've no interest in politics.
Jerk hit my Vikavaro. And boom. Okay, the cow saves the day. It's hard to get Scorch to work on 5 attack minions, that's why it's hard to beat this enemy.
As you wish.
Oh, we can trigger the Vikavaro again.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Awaiting your orders.
All right.
There were some super swinging cards in
I told you so,
the
you
base
idiot.
game that don't exist in Gwent proper, so we don't have to worry about those. Alright, I've got 10 minutes, so there should be enough time to do this. And then, I guess next time I stream this, I'll title it Challenges Skellige Monsters or something. And then once I work, I'll just stream Street Fighter while I'm working. More Ed, and this barrage of Ed. Okay, so it seems like Nilfgaard is the best deck. Might as well keep playing it.
Men of Kedwen, attack!
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
I'd rather have cows than Scorch, if possible. Oh, I do have a cow. Okay. Toss one Vikaburo.
The quill is mightier than the sword.
Dandelion. Units in your deck, okay. Not as good as traditional Dandelion. Not wrong card, okay.
Your humble servant.
That's trash, it's okay.
Wise choice.
Oh.
Death to the
enemy! That's one janky looking animation. Oh, okay. This is pretty confusing the way it's written, but I think you can get it to be drawn from your deck, provided you have other 3 attack minions.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Oh, that's not good.
Barbarians.
I guess that looks
you've got here.
Okay, so as far as I know, playing that should have summoned this, but since it's the same card, it doesn't work. Okay. It's always worthwhile to buff units that have resilient. He scorched it, so I guess that didn't work. As far as I know, even though it was scorched, it should still pop onto the board again. But they might have changed how that worked. That used to be the best way to make a deck, is buff the shit out of everything and make it resilient so it lasts for multiple turns. And then even if they nuke it, it still comes back. But maybe they made it so if you nuke it, it goes away forever.
Life is mine now. Death Death to the enemy!
As you wish.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
No passage. Inarim Yalde Crowfair.
I'm not afraid.
I don't think there are any machine allies, so it doesn't do anything. Oh, what the hell did you just buy? Demote and reset 3 adjacent units, okay. He just took up my debuff, or my buff, rather.
Just great.
Yeah, it just occurred to me that the cow's never gonna work, because I'm never gonna have a turn that lasts long enough. It doesn't necessarily matter though.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
No passage.
Men of Kedwen, attack!
Why did he play the hero power? That doesn't make any sense. I guess so he gets the round. Or if the cow's never gonna work, I might as well play it anyway. So this is straight up top decking at this point. Oh, but I have a card on the board already. Okay, that's pretty good. I feel like it's probably worth keeping this. Maybe not though. In a top deck situation, I have no idea. Okay, it's almost certainly better than this card.
My prescription.
That's a good draw.
A bit of bloodletting.
Yep.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
Are you wounded? Again?
Why does this have 11? Oh, because it got boosted by Dandelion.
Snitches get stitches.
Huh? So I can disable the cow, there's no reason to do that. So, victory. The comp is impossible to beat. Well, not impossible, but huge pain in the ass to beat. Alright, that's gonna do it for the stream, guys. I gotta work. And a bunch of other shit to do today as well. But thanks for watching, if anybody actually watched. I guess I'll come back and do the rest of these challenges later. Probably in a few days, though. And I'll be streaming Street Fighter in like 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, so enjoy that. Toodles.